Welcome back, you guys. It's another day, another class in the 12 weeks of progression. This is class number 3, and today we're gonna have some fun, like always. But today we are going to work on something very straightforward, very understandable, and basically very useful. It's called the one-step variation. The one-step variation is a movement method to help us use our legs more properly or more with a lot more variation in our bounce as well as in our rock. So it's a groove type exercise based on stepping on the floor and using our body in that way. I already used the one-step variation and the techniques from this in several classes that we did in the 30 days of dance, but not the actual method that it started from, which is the one-step variation. So without further ado, let's get into it. How it works is we have these towels, or we think of these towels around us, right? So think of a checkerboard or think of tic-tac-toe. You have these towels. We played with 4. We also, in the bounce class, which was around class number 5 or 4, we also used it there as well. So you actually already know it, but just to be sure, I want to re-explain it, right? So we have a towel in front of us that we can step into, right? So just for a second, get familiar with that towel. The second one is in the back. What we're going to do is we're going to take basically 6 different variations of how we can approach these towels, okay? So we have front, we have back, we have left and right. Left, right, left, right. Then we cross to the right, cross to the left, cross front to the right, front to the left, okay? Diagonal lines, right? So we have front, front, back, back. We already did this. Side, side, cross to the right, cross to the left, and cross to the right, cross to the left. Okay, really, really simple. And a lot of the steps are going to be simple, you know. Just make sure that you have the pattern and that you really get it down, because as we are going to progress and put all the steps together, of course you want to have the base down so that you can really focus on expressing the movement, expressing the steps. Okay, so 6 different steps that we are going to create, or 6 different ways of approaching these towels, okay? What we're gonna do is I'm gonna first go over one, really, really simple, really basic, just to warm up, right? We're just gonna do it together. Not too much, intensity in that. And then from there, I'm gonna ask you to take a moment to freestyle that one, okay? So it's 6 different ones, but every single one, I wanna drill it, do it over and over and over and over in the towels, and then afterwards, freestyle it and let you go and play around with it yourself. From there, we go to the second one, and freestyle it, third one, freestyle it, and we keep going like that. That way you have basically a good training session, because in the end, I don't just want to give you the information, I also want to show you how I practice myself. And the way I practice is by having a certain topic that I want to focus on, sometimes, by the way, having a topic, and then I dissect that topic so that I have more things to practice and more rounds. Instead of just freestyling for an hour, just playing music and just dancing, sometimes that's okay if you want to express yourself. But if you want to make sure that your body becomes used to certain skills, make sure that your the muscle memory really kicks in and you learn certain techniques and basically marinate them into the body, into your system, then yeah, you actually need to practice a little bit more conscious so that you steer the direction where your body, where your freestyle, your movement is going into. So yeah, without further ado, let's continue. So the first approach is very, very simple, and it's gonna feel really boring, but you know, it is what it is. You gotta warm up anyway. So the first approach is going to be tap. So I'm going to tap into these towels. Tap meaning I don't put any weight onto my leg. I just tap. Okay, and it's really important to define that, to really show that, if that is the right way of saying it, to really show it, because there's a big difference between tapping with your leg and stepping onto the floor with your leg, right? If I tap the floor, there's no weight behind that tap. and so it can be faster. There's a lot more rhythm, see, that can be created from that. If I step, now my weight is on it, and so I can't be as fast and can't create as many different, I guess, layers of rhythms with the legs. So that's why the difference is really important, so that you can distinct it, I think that's the word, so that you know the difference between this one and that one, and then when you bring them together, you can actually consciously make the decision of when you want to be rhythmical with your taps and when you want to step with that bounce groove or rock. Okay, so here we go. Tap, 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 side, side, back, back, and cross front, front, to the back, side left, side right, cross, 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 front, cross, front. One more time, I just want to warm up, okay? Get the feel for it. Of course, we're gonna play music later, don't worry about that. And because this is so simple, you don't need to, but I advise you to put yourself, your own energy into this, okay? Like I said in a previous class, technique or dance or actually movement is just a shell, right? It's just an empty glass. This is a container that I can pour something into. If I give you an empty glass, it's beautiful, but you can't do anything with it yet, right? It doesn't serve its purpose. The second I pour something into that glass and then give it to you, now it's valuable because it has purpose for you. My movement is just like that empty glass. The technique is the glass. The way I express myself within that technique is whatever I pour into it. So make sure that even if we practice these simple ass things, that you already search for how you want to feel inside of this. How do you want to move with it? How do you want to lean inside of these taps? And so on and so on, okay? Let me play some music. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a few, because otherwise you're going to be too cold to freestyle. So I'm just going to show you the first three probably. We're going to practice them and then we're going to move into the freestyle section, okay? Let's go. Okay, here we go. So we start simple. Let's start with the tap. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap, back, tap, back, tap. Just trust me that at the end of the class, this is all gonna make sense. Don't worry. I know it's basic right now. Continue. But eventually, you'll understand and see how this can benefit you when you add everything together. Okay, let's go. From here, we're gonna go to the next one, which is step. So now we don't tap on the floor, we put our weight onto that leg, okay? So we step. And every normal bounce, like the classes that we have been doing, that's just what it is, okay? So this is not what I wanna focus on, but just a little detail. When we are doing these steps, for instance, take notice of your head, right? If my head is not moving, this bounce is very, very linear. And with that, it lacks feeling, it lacks groove, right? So you wanna use that head in whatever way you can. You can bob it side to side, back and forward, not up and down, right? But use your head, use your body, right? Use everything, your shoulders. So that whole body is a part of this step and a part of the dance, an extension, okay? So number 3 is hop. Hop meaning poop, poop, poop. We've already done this, but I got you guys. Let's go. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We step and back, okay? Jump, come back, and as you come back, you jump off, you bring that leg up and bring it back down. Back, side. See, now we're warming up. Cross. Cross front. Okay, good. Now, we're gonna take tap, step, and hop, and put them one after another. We first finished the whole sequence with the tap, so that means after we finish the cross on the left side, then we move to the step, do the whole sequence. After we finish the step, which is also left side, we go to the hop. Okay, just follow along with me. 5, 6, 5, 6, tap, tap. Make sure you tap, okay? Keep your weight in the center. Step. Hop. Okay, good, nice. So now we're gonna take a moment for you to freestyle, and then from there we continue on, right? Unless you, let me see, did we do it only once? Let's do it one more time and then from there, okay? So 5, 6, the whole thing, 5, 6, 7, 8, tap, tap, tap back, sides, right, cross, left, right, left, and step. And hop, and boom, boom, ka, dum, dum, da, dum, dum, da, dum, dum, da. Side, side, right, cross, right front, left front. Okay, nice. Now, what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna take a moment, or actually let me really guide you. We're gonna do it differently for now. We're gonna take the taps and we are going to play around with the different towels that we have. Okay, so the different options that I can find. Just move around within that, okay? Then from there I'm gonna say step. And I want you to switch to the step. Okay, and just play around with the different steps. From there I go to hop. And then we do that. So far, you have had this before in the 4-panel class. Now it's more panels, of course, but after this, we're gonna continue and move on with the next options. For now, let's go. So we start with a tap, and just freestyle it, tap. So I'm gonna do it with you so that I'm not standing still and just saying it. Step. Make sure that you use your upper body. Right? That's why we are doing all those groove separations. Using the chest, using the hip, using the shoulders, using the head, right? And hop. So with the hop, you don't have to come back the whole time like that, right? It's not about stepping out and in. That's just the practice way. Afterwards, you play around with how you hop. Tap. Hop. Step. tap, step, step, sorry, tap, step, hop, tap, hop, step. Okay. Whew. Okay, now for the freestyle, what I want you to do is I want you to take a moment for yourself to take one round, one full song for the tap, one full song for the step, and one full song for the hop. So not all together, do them separate, okay? And after that, you take another full song and you bring them all together, okay? That way you really practice the base, the core of what you want to do. Even when the core is kind of so simple that it becomes difficult to find more options, just like with the tap, right? That is where you want to be, because that is where you're gonna develop a lot of skill, you know? You're gonna develop skill from your basics, not from your advanced techniques. Your advanced techniques are there after the basic is set, right? If I have a really advanced technique, that's my peak. Of course, we try to always go beyond, but think about it like this. If that is your peak, to try to learn that now, advanced, and then try to build on top of that, whoa, that's really difficult. But if you understand all the basic components, you can apply those to an advanced technique, and then from there we can continue to grow. So make sure that you have your bases solid, okay? So take a moment for yourself and then come back here. Tap, step, hop, separate, and then one more round all together. We are going to practice today, you guys. We are going to train. I'll see you later. Okay, y'all. Hope y'all worked up a sweat and feeling good. Let's continue with the next three of the section. So the next three, let me just do them instead of saying them all together. So number one is jump. We just had hop, toom, toom, toom. Now we have jump. Jump is both legs into the towels, meaning we of course start with the plus. So we have the front, the back, back, front. Then we have left, back, right, back. So front, back, to the back, or centered actually, left, centered, right, centered. Then we have the X, center, other side, boom. So now it's diagonal, right? Front, middle, back, middle, side, middle, and side. Diagonal, back, diagonal left, back, right diagonal, back, and left diagonal, back. But the tempo is going to be faster. So the tempo is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you wanna, when you come down, when you jump there, you don't wanna land flat-footed and stop, because it's gonna completely take away your momentum and your bounce. It's completely gone. It is possible, you can do it, but also it's not really healthy for your back, because as you keep on jumping down to your knees that hard, your knees, stay in school guys, to your heels that hard, it's going to come back to the lower part of your hip, of your spine. So you want to keep, or you want to stay on your toes, okay? Keep those heels up. So I'm here, think of rope, jumping a rope. Jump rope. And what I do is I have a little bounce as I come down. That is to continue that momentum of my bounce, that groove and that rhythm stays accurate, right? Boom, 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 boom. 5, 6, 7, 8, and diagonals. Again, and front, back, left, right, right, left, right, left. Okay, nice. Cool. From there, we're gonna move to the next one, which is out. That's not an official name. It's my method. I call it out because both legs are going out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one leg that comes to the front and the other one comes to the back. We're not gonna step into it. Possible, never did that actually. Good idea. See, you guys are helping me too, so that's nice, thank you. What I'm saying is we jump out. So the most obvious, right, Brooklyn bounce slash running man compile together inside of this thingy, right? So here we go. It's very straightforward, but I'll help you guys through it because the pattern, you need to get familiar with the pattern. So we have 2 times straight out. So that means I'm doing it with my left leg and then my right, okay? Left, right, left, right. Right there. You can do this a few ways, by the way. We can really emphasize on the down, like that. Or I can continue to keep my body more up into like a hop type motion. Whereas here, I can really go flat-footed. Boom, boom, boom. And here I stay up a little bit more, okay? So after you did that twice, the bounce continued in my mouth. Boom, boom. We take the sides. Front, front, sides. A, sides. A, sides. After that, diagonal. So we first have with the left leg in the front, diagonal line. Okay, make sure that you tilt your body. You don't stay front, tilt your body. You come back, then right leg front, diagonal line. Okay, if this is the straight line towards the camera, I make sure that I'm not on that line so that you can really see that difference between straight and diagonal, okay? And make sure that you don't change your body all the way to the other side. Keep a diagonal angle in everything, okay? There's a few things that you wanna look out for, that you don't turn 90 degrees and that you don't stay front while your legs, like just natural, as if you're doing this, but now sideways and back or diagonally, okay? So we have front, front, side, cross, cross, 6, 7, 8, front, front, side, cross, cross, 6, 7, 8. One more time, 7, 8. Continuously. And then in this, we can play around with how we use our body still, right? So instead of focusing on those legs, that whole body is dancing. I can put a rock into this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? I can do it back. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do a bounce down. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do a bounce up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so make sure that you really keep pouring yourself into the movement. Okay, cool. So we now have our jump to our out. Let's put it together for a moment. Okay, so the jump was both legs together. We finish it, then we go straight to outside. 5, 6. Sideways. Other side. Cross it. Cross it. And out. One more time. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And out. Okay, cool. Sorry, super extra. Now let's put it all together before we add the last one to it. Okay, so what we're gonna put together now is tap, step, hop, jump, and out. 6, 7, 8, tap. That's salsa in it. Your own energy. You want to stay calm with it? You want to put energy into it. Step. And hop. Hey. Here we go, out or jump, sorry. Made a mistake there. Hope you're still following. And if not, you can always pause and practice it separately. Out. Woo. Okay, let's add the last one to this. The last one is in. So it is the same as out. Both legs go to a certain direction, but now the emphasis is inside. We emphasize the full counts inside. Now we emphasize out. With out, we emphasize outside. So outside. Chill, Kev. Stop bouncing your, okay, whatever. We emphasize outside. So that means every count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, see, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna go in. It's the exact same movement, but where we touch the music or where we touch the pace, the count is in our center, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See the difference? Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first let's get the pattern down, and then afterwards we're going to apply it to the other parts of this exercise, okay? So we have our out. We start outside, or actually let me start with the right one right away, because we move from here, from our last one, which is diagonal out. We change it to straight forward, and then we start our movement in. So what we have first, we have 2 straight lines in. So that means we go from here to in, 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 a, in. From there, same pattern, right? We move out sideways and come back in. So in, 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 2, 2, in, in. Almost there. Diagonal to the, let me see, left side forward. In and right forward, in. Okay? So, in, 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 in. Boom, boom. The whole thing. 5, 6, 7, 8, in, in. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so listen, it is possible that you are doing the opposite of what I'm saying. It is possible that you are not aware of the change of where we emphasize the counts, where we emphasize the music, and that you accidentally keep moving out instead of in, okay? And the way you can check if that is right, or if you're doing it right, yes or no, is by checking where you finish at the ending. If you stop outside where I stopped inside, then you know that you're doing it the opposite way, okay? So let's do it together and check it out. 6, 7, 8, in, 6, 7, 8, and you see that? Are you out or are you in? Are you, if you're in, you're good. If you're out, then you're gonna have to change it up and really try to look at the counts. 1, 2, right? That 1 is inside, that 2 is inside, that 3 is inside, 4, and that 5 is all inside, okay? And if you can't get it right, pause the video and try it out for yourself slowly, okay? Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, and 6 and 7, 8, Okay, that's enough. So now, whew, right? It's good. It's good training. Good way of getting your body warm, getting your body ready, and it helps a lot with the legs, with the ankles, with the groove, as well as footwork. So it's nice. It's nice. At least I really enjoy doing this because it created a lot of options for me in my movement. Now I can cross the floor, right, with a lot of different options for what my legs can do. I can hop over the floor, I can jump, I can tap, I can step, I can move out, I can move in. See? So you get a lot of options from this. And putting it together, okay, so to add out to in, the last two together, there is a little transition that you need to get. Otherwise, it's really, really difficult, okay? It's like bouncing down and then wanting to bounce up. You need to do something, see, in order to go to that up without losing the connection with the music, without losing the proper rhythm. See, we practiced that, we doubled up, we slowed down. If you don't remember, definitely things to look back at because it's very valuable. For the out to in, there is such a thing as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our complete out, what do you call it? Section basically, or pattern, right? From there, as we finished here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna switch to straight forward, okay? After you switch to straight forward, you come back in. So what I always do is I practice the transition itself, meaning diagonal straight in, diagonal straight in. Do it with me. Diagonal straight in, 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 diagonal straight in. Okay. So I keep doing random stuff. Oh man, I already see the memes coming of me doing stuff, all these extra noises and stuff. Oh, please no. So, I did another one. So after you did that, now let's put it together. So we're gonna take our out and we're gonna go from our out just to our transition and stop right there. So we're not gonna continue to the in because I first want you to get adding that transition to the previous one properly before you continue, okay? The music is not playing right now, so let's do it with music without music for a second. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 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 diagonal and See, so make sure that you got that part first, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, we have out, out, sides, cross, cross, and in. 6, 7, 8, out, out, sides, cross, cross, front, in. Last one, 6, 7, 8, out, 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 cross, front, in. Okay, so from there, after we finished our cross, front, and then in, we continue to move inside. Just try it with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, out, and sides, cross, cross, front, in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8, sides, cross, and forward, back, and last one. Okay. Whew. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, out, out, sides, cross, cross, front, in, inside, in, cross, in, cross, in. So that's the whole thingy, okay? When you put it together. Now I'm gonna play a song, and then we're gonna try to put all of them, all the 6, or 6 tap, step, hop, jump, out, and in. Yes, 6 different approaches to the towels. And we're gonna put them all together and have some fun. Let's go. Okay, y'all, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this with me. Y'all got this. 5, start with the tap. 6, take your time. 6, 7, 8. It's easy. See? Easy. Of course, you wanna put whatever you feel inside of it. So if you wanna do it bigger, that's okay too. Step. And hop. Out or jump. I keep doing that. Out. And in. Okay. Woo. That takes a lot of energy, so keep sure that you stay breathing. Keep breathing. Let's do it one more time. Let's go. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap, tap, 8. And step. So you can see that I'm playing with my rhythms as I take those steps, right? Hop, hop, hop. I'm not saying that you have to do it, but just know that I am doing that so that it doesn't feel like you're doing it wrong. I'm just approaching it different. And jump. Out. And in. Woo! Okay, so what we're gonna do now is, I hear that there's a studio behind playing some music now. I hope that you guys can hear me properly, hopefully. So what we're gonna do now first is we're gonna take our jump, our out, and our in, and we're gonna put those together to practice that section. Then you're gonna freestyle with that section. After that, we do it together one more time, the whole thing, and then it's time to put all the steps together in freestyle, okay? Follow along with me. So we're gonna start with our jump. Take your time. Also, I don't have to jump in a certain speed, right? Out. Same for out. When we freestyle, we can play. With how we use it. I don't have to change the whole time. I can stay into one. And in. Out. Jump. In. Out. Okay, cool. Whew. Now guys, take a moment. One song, jump, both together. One song, out, both outside of each other or away from each other. And one song, in, both come together. Take a moment for yourself and then come back here to finish off these exercises with a bang. Let's go. Okay, y'all, it is time for the last one. So we're gonna start, of course, with the pattern first, do it together. I hope you guys are still with me. I know this, that jumping around and skipping, hopping, tapping, skipping is not a part of it, but it sounds good. All of that is a lot. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, which is a good way to practice your stamina as well. It's just nice, you know? I keep saying that, but it is. So we're first gonna do the pattern together. And then after that, it is time to freestyle. I'm going to say which part we are freestyling, and you're gonna do it with me. Just move around freely without the pattern, just play around with it, follow along with me, and then lastly, you're gonna do it yourself, okay? So let's first start with the pattern again. Here we go. Start with the taps, right? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, tap, tap. Let's go, put some energy into it. And step. And hop. Oh, and jump. I was trying something new. Messed up there, but it's okay. And out. And in. Woo! Nice. So you can continue to practice this for how long, or as long as you want, okay? The more you do it, the more you get used to it, the more it gets into your body. And that switch of tap to step to jump to hop and so on is very, very good to actually practice instead of only thinking about it or saying it. It's good to go over that a few times because the muscle memory is just gonna help you a lot with that as you start freestyling, and you can switch without having to really make an effort of thinking about it. So practicing it helps a lot. Now, we're gonna take a moment to freestyle together, you guys. I'm gonna say the part or the type of step that we are doing, and then from there, I want you to join in freestyle with me. Okay, you can stick to your own tempo, stick to your own pace, your own body movement, as long as you do the tap, step, hop, jump, or anything else. I need to play the song again because I was talking for too long. All right, you guys, let's of course start. We're gonna start with the step, okay? Your own tempo, whatever you want. If you want to speed it up right away, because you're already in it, cool, fine by me. If you want to take your time at first, cool too. And hop. Out. Tap. Step. In. Jump. Out. Tap. Step. Hop. Jump. Tap. Hop. Step. Out. Jump. Step. In. Okay. Whew. See? It's nice, right? I hope. It's like Simon Says, but then together and through a digital platform, but it's fun. So it is time for you to try it out for yourself. You're gonna take your tap, your step, your hop, your jump, your outs, and your in. There's 6 different ones. And you're going to just freestyle, do exactly what we just did, but now you feel it for yourself. Take your time, go over the different ones, and really get a feel for what you like inside of the different ones. right? So for instance, for me, even though we are doing, for instance, the out, I really like skipping the middle section of it. Boom, 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 boom. That just feels really, really good to me, right? With the tap, I like trying to play with my heel as well, right? With the jump, I like crossing over and staying inside of, the jump. With a step, I like to stand somewhere and move within that step. So instead of just stepping the whole time, I like staying there and playing around with the position where I'm at to then move to the next one, see? That just feels good to me. So find yourself in the tap, step, jump, hop, out and in, okay? Have fun with it. That is the last exercise. I hope you enjoyed the class. I know I was a little all over the place with my explanations sometimes, but I'm sure that it still came across and you still understand the exercises perfectly, and I'm sure that you had a lot of fun. And if not, that's okay. There is 33 or 32 other classes that you can look back at if you want to practice something else. For now, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for giving me energy. As always, I would love to hear your feedback. What would you like to see more? And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a safe practice and see you soon. Take care.